everybody, welcome to another Westitude channel. Finally, I'm back in this channel. Finally, I'm doing more videos here, and as I told you, as you already know, I've been doing videos in the vlog, so anytime you want to see another videos, you can just go there and you will find a lot of them. Well, in this video, I want to tell you about my goals for this year, my expectations for this year, because I think that when you keep them for yourself, you end up thinking like, okay, this one perhaps is not that important, this one perhaps I can leave it for next year, or you're just so lazy to make them happen, so you just don't make them. But when you share them, when you tell them to somebody, there's always going to be a person who tells you, hey, didn't you want to learn this language, or didn't you want this year to get your driving lessons, whatever. There's always going to be a person who reminds you what your goals are, so you're not that lazy to make them happen and you start thinking on them. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to share it with you, and at least I know that some people know it and some people will remind me later or sooner, and I will have to make them. My goals or my expectations actually are pretty clear for me. The first one is everything related with university. Right now I'm not in university because in Spain I studied telecommunications engineering, and here in Germany it's something called Technische Informatik or Elektrotechnik. And so I need a C2 level in German to get into university. This is going to be pretty difficult because in December I finished C1, but I have to take the official exam and pass it with a very good grade to enter university. So that's my first goal this year, is to take the exam and pass it with a very good grade. Here in Germany, the bad thing is that every engineering you want to study, you need a C2 level in German to enter it. If you are thinking about coming to Germany to study, be aware of which level of German you need, because if you need a C2 like me, you will really have to work hard. But if you want to study, for example, psychology, I think it's a B2, so it's a bit easier to get it. But if you want to study engineering here, you will need a C2 in most of them. Second goal of mine, it will sound a bit mainstream, but I really need to do sport again. In Spain, I was the kind of that needed to go to the gym like 3, 4, even 5 days per week, and every day I needed to go 2-3 hours, and if I spent 1 week without going, I felt really bad. Since I'm here in Berlin since August, I went running twice, or once even, I cannot remember anymore. I didn't do anything else. I mean, even when I sit down and fold my knees and fold my legs, when I try to stand up again, it takes me so long because they hurt a lot. I know it sounds so sad. I'm so embarrassed about that. So yeah. And also going outside to run right now is a bit difficult because it's very cold and I really cannot breathe at the same time as I run with this cold. It's just something impossible for me. So what I should do is enter a gym. And even if I don't enter a gym, I would like to look for or to find a sports club where I can train volleyball again. In Spain I trained volleyball for some years and I would love to go back to volleyball. Once I went playing beach volleyball with my friends in the academy and I was really so done. I mean, I was so embarrassed, but not to the rest of the people. I was embarrassed to myself because in Spain I used to play volleyball and I could train 2 hours per day and everything was fine, and yeah, totally fine. And here it was like 15 minutes playing and I was already red, and I know it sounds so sad, I know it, but I will change that. I have to change that. My next goal is related with work. I know people around the 20s are not thinking very much about getting a job because they live with their parents and stuff, so they are not really thinking about this unless they already live in another country. In my case, I live here in Germany without my parents. Right now they are helping me with money and stuff. That really is in my mind all the time, and it's a huge weight for me that I have to carry, and I really don't want to, and I really want to look for a job so I can earn my money, I can pay my things, I can be more independent, and my parents don't have to worry anymore about giving me money. That will be also one of my main goals this year. In fact, this year I'm focusing on looking for a job. I already went to some places to ask for a job. I'm hoping and I'm waiting for a good answer for them to tell me, yeah, you can work with us, and so I can start earning my money and be more independent, as I said. And also, in fact, last year's goal was to learn enough German to look for a job, and so I did. I learned enough German to look for a job and to be able to talk to people, and if it's a job that you have to talk to clients or something, I think I already have that German. I have enough German to do that things. So I made that goal happen last year, so this year I can go to the second phase of the goal and look for a job and get it. Another thing for me, another goal for me, another expectation more than a goal is to move. I would really like to move because here in Germany there are areas, there are like A, B area and so. And right now I'm living in the B1, which is pretty far from university. I need almost 1 hour to get there. The transportation is not very comfortable. I have to change many times and so. So I would like to move closer to university, to a more central area. And so I said that's not the main thing right now because I'm comfortable where I'm living. But it will be really good to be able to move during this year. And it would be great to move before I start university, so I can just move. I can focus on moving without being worried about going to university at the same time. That would be great if I can do it before it. But for that, I need the previous goal, which is getting a job, getting money, so I can pay the moving. And yeah, that's why I said that right now it's not very important, but during the next months. This last thing that I'm going to tell you is not a goal, like a goal that you have to do. Is more an expectation or something that I want to do but I still couldn't, which is adopting a dog. I would love to adopt one dog. I'm so against buying animals. I think it's better to adopt one and save one from the streets or from bad owners or whatever. I think that's way better than buying a dog or buying an animal in general. That's something I really want to do, but I cannot do it without doing the previous things. Before I have to join university, I have to get a job, I have to earn money enough to be able to afford a dog's living. I also need a bigger apartment for a dog, and so my life has to be very settled down to get one, and so I can give him a good living. But that would be something I really want to do. That's something, I don't know, it's like inside me and I have to do it. That's something I want to do, but not a goal for this year because this year is going to be very complicated for me, and so it will be a goal for the next 1 year and a half, 2 years, but it's something I definitely want to do and I will definitely do. So guys, they were my main goals. We are already 3 weeks in this year. I think we all should have at least 3 main goals that we have to accomplish, yes or yes. So I hope you have yours very clear, and I hope you tell them to a friend or to your parents or to whoever who will be able to remind you sometime, and as I said, will tell you, hey, didn't you want to do that? Or hey, did you already accomplish this thing that you told me about? Or whatever. So they remind you, and even if you thought about not doing that, you have to do it because somebody else is expecting you to do it. But set the goals that make you happy and make them happen. Anyway, I hope mine help you a bit if you still don't have your goals very clear, and I hope they help you. And you can let me know your goals in the comments below. Also, you can let me know any ideas you have about what I could talk about, or anything you want to know about here or whatever. You can also leave them in the comments. In these last weeks I've been receiving many good ideas and I'm working on them, so I thank you everybody who sent them to me. And so as I always say, you can give me thumbs up, that would be really nice. And also again, I remind you that I've been recording a lot of videos that are all in the vlog. You can get the link in the description of this one right down here. You can just go there and watch all the videos. There are a lot, there are 1 per day, and there are lots of videos that you can watch. And that was everything for today. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll talk in the next one. Bye bye.